Hello there, fellow nerds! In this video I talk about a challenge that was posted 2 weeks ago on the Gladiabots Discord server. Someone claimed that they have created an invincible sniper AI that cannot be defeated by a single enemy assault bot. And it didn't take long until the community realized there was a fatal flaw to this AI, because it doesn't have any out-of-range defense. So shame on the person who made this challenge. It's really embarrassing. You should have watched my videos before making such a big claim. Oh wait, it was actually me who created this challenge. Oops. Anyways, moving on. Here we have a good counterexample why this doesn't work and how to exploit the lack of out-of-range defense. This assault bot will attack the enemy and then will continue shooting at it until it fired one cycle with this shot clock, and then it will retreat out of range of the closest enemy in order to avoid getting hit by the shot of the enemy sniper. So let's watch it in action. Here you can see the sniper and here the assault. The assault will always fire one shot cycle and then step out of range again, and therefore slowly chip away the shield of the enemy sniper. And once the sniper is below 25% shield, it will start to wriggle around the edge of long range and out of range. Because you can see, this condition is true to retreat, but when it's not out of range, it retreats, and otherwise it moves forward again. To fix that, I have created another version of this AI, where I inverted the condition, and this helped me to avoid this kind of situation. Because here you can see that we will still flee only when an enemy is not out of range, but when it's actually out of range and we have low shield, then we will not tell our bot to do anything at all, so it will just idle and wait out of range. So this should work fine. Let's see the difference. When the sniper gets below 25% shield, now it just comfortably waits outside of range and then walks in again when its shield started to regenerate. And just like that, you can see that the sniper will always push back the enemy assault bot, and the sniper will just win this fight in the long term. But it didn't take long until another user came along called Serventius, and he posted another assault AI that defeats this sniper. And now I'm sure you're wondering how to do that. Basically, it's still in the same structure that I described for the first assault. You have a shot clock, basically, with those nodes, but here now it's two attack cycles instead of just one, and then you step out again of the range so that you won't receive any sniper shot. And also, once the enemy is below 25% shield and not attacking you, you can safely move forward and push it back. Unless it's already standing at the edge of the arena borders, then you don't have to move forward anymore, and instead you can just attack it. Let's see this in action. You can nicely see how this assault bot is doing the same strategy again, but this time shooting 2 cycles before stepping out of range. Notice that this sometimes may result in a hit of the assault's shield by the enemy sniper shot. But it doesn't matter because the assault shield can regenerate, just like the sniper one. And slowly but surely we will chip the enemy sniper below 25% shield again and then push it back. I think you have seen the trick here. And you know, this is going to last until the sniper is at the border of the arena. And then you can just finish it off. Just like that, because now this condition is invalid. And instead it always keeps shooting. Okay, so I was defeated one more time, but I didn't resign yet. I have more tricks in my sleeve. So I created the next version, and this one, this time I got rid of the node to keep attacking, because this was not really necessary. But instead, I just claim to include this node, that I only retreat from the enemy when it has a higher shield and is attacking me, and therefore I was confident that I wouldn't get pushed back so much anymore by an enemy assault bot. But there are some different problems to this AI. Feel free to pause the video and find the problem yourself while I give you a couple of seconds. Okay, your time is over. Now I will show you the solution that Serventius posted again. It is this one. Basically what you do is, again, you move to the enemy, then you have this shot clock with now 4 cycles, I believe. 4 cycles of shooting, and then you retreat out of range. And then you repeat this phase 1 until the enemy is below 25% shield. Then you will tag this enemy, and when this enemy is tagged, you will always move to this enemy and not bother about making so many shots again, but instead you use 7 ticks to move forward and then the remaining 13 ticks to attack. And therefore you will get closer to the enemy and push it back in the same time until you are at medium range and you can finish it off. So this is a good timed rush to medium range. And what this actually does is that it nicely exploits a weakness in the sniper AI that I've just shown you. Let's watch it in action, then maybe you can spot it yourself. So this time, oh wait, this is still the wrong AI. Let me change that. Okay, here we go. Now this sniper should be able to survive longer. At least that's what I hope for. But now you will see this nice little movement here, where now it moves forward and then it attacks only for 1 tick, I believe, or 1 or 2 ticks, and makes a bluff to the enemy sniper. Let's watch this again in slow motion. What exactly happened here? You can see, okay, let's not watch it here, right now. Okay, now the assault bot will move forward and the sniper won't retreat because it's not attacked. But now it is attacked for 1 tick only, and it doesn't call the bluff. The sniper was irritated by the attack and started to retreat for 1 tick, and therefore interrupted its own attack cycle. This is the way how this assault bot just defeated the sniper. So, to avoid that, in version number 3, I implemented this condition, those filters, that I only flee from the enemy when it has above 50% shield, which it didn't have in the previous example that I've just shown you. Now the bluff will miserably fail, as I can show you. Now this assault bot will try the same strategy again, but our sniper won't retreat. It will just continue firing at the spot and destroy it before it can do a significant amount of damage. But you know, the challenge isn't over. Sir Ventius strikes one more time with this nice AI. Now it has a counter for the enemy sniper shot clock. It's not counting its own shots anymore, but instead about the enemy sniper with those 3 nodes. And here you can see the condition to when you are allowed to walk forward, basically to avoid moving into the shot of the enemy sniper. And then you have this nice system of tag number 5, where you tag 5 the enemy when it has below 50% shield and is out of range, and you untag it when it has above 50% shield. And depending on which state the enemy is in right now, you make different actions. When it is not tagged, you just attack the enemy and try to chip it down. And in the same time, you avoid receiving any sniper shots by fleeing out of range in time when the enemy sniper shot is about to hit you. But when the enemy has low shield, then you start to not always attack the enemy sniper, but you will wait for it. You will wait 3 ticks, and in those 3 ticks you will move forward and only then attack the enemy sniper. And this gives you a little head start to push towards medium range in the final phase of this AI, where you will tag the enemy sniper again when it gets below 25% shield, and then you can do a rush to medium range and destroy the enemy sniper. This AI is so beautiful and so elegant because it uses this tag number 5 to switch in between the states. Because even if you can get the enemy below 50% shield, you cannot be sure that you will get it below 25% shield because of the RNG that is associated with the assault shooting. Because it can happen that one cycle of your attacking doesn't has any effect on the enemy because all the shots miss. And to counter for this, you need this tag, and it is very elegant and good workaround. Let's watch it in action. Now look at this. The assault bot is doing the usual strategy to chip away the sniper while retreating. Now it tries to make a push, but it was not the right timing. So it untags 5 again and it retreats and starts the whole process from the beginning. And next time, now you can see the sniper is almost below 50% shield again. And it will get tagged 5. And now this time it's working, it's tagged 1. This is our chance to rush to medium range and attack the sniper. And this is very perfectly executed. And just like that, you can win against the sniper. Okay, but maybe my sniper was just bad again, because what the sniper is doing is it moves towards the enemy assault bot until it is in not out of range anymore. And when it is in range, then you have this counter, it increases to 1. Then it is still not greater than 1 because it's equal to, so you will one more time move to it. So totally you will make one more step into the range. This is to make sure that you gain some space, you actually push the enemy back. But maybe this is still too cowardly, and maybe the sniper should just push more. So that's exactly what I did. In the next version, we have the number 3 instead of the number 1 here, but we also count for the steps of the enemy that the enemy is taking towards our bot, and we are counting the steps that our bot is moving towards the enemy. And only if they have walked a certain distance, in this case 3 steps or greater than 3 steps, then we start attacking. Let's watch it in action. And now you should be able to see this sniper walks more into the range and therefore is able to hit the assault again, and if the assault is not careful it will receive some health damage. And so it does, because the assault bot was fine-tuned against the previous version of the sniper, but now this one is more aggressive, pushes more into long range, and will defeat this enemy assault bot. Anyways, the story is still not over, so Ventius again made another AI that defeats my sniper again. So look at this. We still have the strategy to to attack the closest enemy, and we still use an enemy sniper shot clock over here. Also this time it loops around, so every time it hits the 12, tick number 12, then it resets to 1 again. This is pretty nice. And the strategy is still to do a push to medium range with those 3 nodes, and until this is ready you just have to escape incoming sniper shots. Now notice here you need the number 8 to be sure that you avoid receiving any shots, and if you don't have to flee, you attack, and if you can't attack, then you will move forward unless the enemy sniper is about to shoot. So let's see version number 4. And again, I can't overstate how impressive that is, because yet again, it is a perfectly timed rush to medium range. And you are about to witness it right now, whenever the sniper drops below 25% shield. Well, you see you have to wait for it a little bit, because this assault bot got a very unlucky RNG, and sometimes your shots miss, but now it happens. It's happening. And we rush to medium range, and we attack the enemy sniper, and we destroy it just in time, before the sniper can shoot back. Wow. And at this point, I basically resigned, and Sir Ventius won this challenge. So congratulations, you are really a Gladiabots expert of those game mechanics. And I thought the video would end here, right? But actually it's not over. Something even more incredible happened here. Basically, we continued with Fish, the sniper challenge. Because now that I failed to make an invincible sniper against an assault, I still have the claim that you can't defeat a sniper fish with a sniper. Because how would you do that? If your sniper over here is just always shooting, it's always attacking, then this bot has no chance of dealing with that and gaining any advantage over this one, because any tick that you spend moving towards the sniper, you will always be 1 tick behind on attacking, right? And since the sniper has 100% chance of hitting at long range, you can never expect the enemy sniper to miss you and use this to your advantage. This is basically the way how you do it in the 1 versus 1 assault challenge, that you step in and out of range again until you have the better RNG and you have dealt more damage to the enemy bot than the enemy bot has damage dealt to you. But this time, again, Saventius surprised everyone, because he claimed you could actually defeat the sniper, and I'm about to share one solution to this that was published by ZMXL. First I will show it to you. This is the thing that ZMXL published after Saventius claimed it is possible that you can actually defeat sniperfish with another sniper. And I will quickly walk you through this AI. First, we have a shot clock for the sniper of ourselves. We increment the counter 1 until it gets to 13, where our sniper fires its shot. Then we can reset it and start counting again. And when we have done our shot, we will flee from the closest enemy bot. Yeah, exactly, that's right. And then also here we have the shot clock for the enemy sniper, which counts up to 25. So this is basically 2 cycles of the enemy sniper shooting at you, because you know you can take 1 sniper shot, it doesn't hurt you, it only hits your shield, but you should avoid receiving a second shot, because then you will start losing health. And so you know exactly what those counters are for now. So this is always counter 2, so those numbers are exact times when the enemy is attacking you and for how long the enemy is attacking you. So this is all perfectly timed, and what it does in the front here, it attacks the closest enemy bot that is not out of range, and then when it is tagged 1, it will start attacking it. Basically this makes sure that you move to the enemy 1 tick longer than out of range. So you step into the range, and then for one more tick you will, I think, you will not continue walking forward. Actually I think you will just wait for 1 tick and then you will start attacking it. This has probably to do with the exact timing. I'm not so sure. And last but not least, if you are not attacking right now, then you can just flee from the close enemy bot and avoid getting hit yourself. And also, when it's a good moment, you have to move forward to the enemy sniper in order to push it back. And again, this good moment depends on your own shield, how your own state is right now. And if you have full shield or high shield, then you can move forward. Okay, enough talking, let's watch it. I just called this sniper boat because you know what defeats a fish? Yes, exactly, a boat defeats a fish. It made sense in my head. Don't judge me. So here you can see it in action. We fire off 1 shot, then we barely dodge the enemy sniper shot, and then we damage the enemy sniper while the shield is regenerating. But we do it so perfectly timed that we do a little bit of chip damage to the enemy health. Again, we move into range, we attack, we step out, we step in, and we attack a second time. And this is the perfect example of a ninja sniper. And it is so amazing to see that, because this was thought to be mathematically impossible to beat sniper fish. But somehow it is possible, because this sniper can dodge the shot of the enemy sniper, while still managing to deal health damage to this one, because the shield is just regenerating too slow, a little bit too slow. You can nicely see how it will always do 1/3 of 1/4 of the health will be chipped away. And it's incredible, because it takes very long for this to work, but it works at all. This is amazing. So big thanks to Saventius and ZMXL for discovering this strategy. And again, one of the famous old players, Jill, he claimed it is impossible, and now Saventius starts his collection of human jaws dropped to the ground. Right? Okay, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe and like for more Gladiabots content. Before this video ends, I still want to talk about this amazing assault bot that was created and posted by ZNXL, which tries to be a general solution against all the snipers that have been presented in this video. So let's try to understand it. First, we have an enemy step counter to the wall, which makes sure that our step counter to the enemy doesn't get offset when the enemy is running into the wall and therefore not moving back from us anymore. Otherwise, this is just very basic stuff. You count every tick that the enemy is moving towards you and that you are moving to the enemy, and you decrement the counter by every tick that you are fleeing from the enemy and that the enemy is fleeing from you. And if the enemy is out of range, then you can just reset the counter to 0. So, but it's not so easy actually, because snipers and assault bots have a difference in movement speed, so you have to adjust for that, and this is exactly what ZMXL does here. I'm not quite sure how this logic works, but it must work if ZMXL posts it. And you can see here this counter 1 increments by 1, like when 5 ticks accumulate. So when the 5 times 2.0 difference in movement speed makes an impact, then we adjust this counter, number 1. So then also there we have an enemy shot counter. You have already seen this in the AI by Saventius, and again it works with the value of 2 enemy sniper shots. This is why this counter is 25. And we also have a shot counter of the assault bot. And this is an exact counter. The assault bot shoots for less than 5 ticks. So when you get your assault bot to shoot like 5 or 6 shots in a row, then you can actually save 1 tick. So in practice this doesn't really matter, but here maybe it does. I'm not sure. Anyways, then we have all those counters where we add the end time of the attack to counter number 3. So this basically makes sure that we don't step into the range again when the enemy is attacking us, or when the enemy sniper is right about to hit us, we won't want to step in the range, I guess. I guess this is the reason for this. But actually it seems like this is the module for waiting until the sniper shot is fired. So maybe this module over here is for our own shot. Yes, okay, I think that makes sense. This is that we finish our own shot, if we can. This avoids getting hit by the enemy sniper, so we don't step into range again. We just make some out of range shooting. And here is the actual retreat, where we have this time counter to retreat, which consists of 3 parts. One is the distance to the enemy, which goes into the calculation. Then 2 is the enemy sniper shot clock, which goes into the calculation. And B is adding 1 more tick in certain situations where it's necessary. Yeah, don't ask me where those numbers come from. I guess it's just a lot of testing and a lot of figuring it out. And finally, we get to the attack and movement over here. The movement is just move to the closest enemy. And the attack module uses the team tag A. It tags the enemy when it's fleeing from self or attacking out of range. And it untags A when it's moving towards self. And it also untags A when it's not moving. No, when it's not fleeing from self. And when the count of 5 is 11. Wait, what is the count of 5? Okay, when it's stuck at arena borders. Okay, that makes sense. When it's pushed against the wall, you don't have to tag it A. And then you attack the enemy when it is not tagged A. Okay, so this is slightly confusing. Let me try to understand it. Okay, so basically, you're not attacking an enemy that is fleeing from you or attacking out of range. Okay, because it would make no sense to start an attack here. Instead, then you want to move forward unless counter 1 is greater or equal to B. Okay, counter 1 is the step counter to the enemy. Yes. And B is this weird thing that I don't know what it's actually for. But I'm sure this fixes some edge cases where we would step into range again, and now we don't. Okay, perfect. I hope you did understand something. I tried my best to explain this massive AI by ZMXL. Thank you for the contribution. I really do appreciate it. And see you in the next Gladiabots video.